Hi there and welcome back to It's Only Paper. Today I've got my weekly junk journal. It's 6 months in, so I thought I would give you a 6-month update of how this journal's going, what I've been doing, show you the pages and how I feel I'm going to progress the next 6 months using this journal. So I really hope you'll enjoy today's video. So in case you're new-ish to my channel and you haven't seen this book come together, this started life as a hardback book and then I increased the spine. I noticed the other day that because I didn't have any really pretty coloured wax thread, I used string and it's come undone, so I need to do some fixing. So I'm worried this side will go as well, so I do need to fix the spine, which I am dreading doing. It's not my favourite kind of thing, but if I need to look after this journal and I've worked so hard on it and I want it to last for a very long time, then I do need to do that. But this was a tea towel that I used and then I've added some pom-pom onto it. But I'm really pleased with how it's coming along. The pages inside, there's 2 signatures and the pages are all made up from like music paper, lots of junk bits, but also lots of very old scrapbooking papers that I had as well. Map pages, some other book pages. It's been really nice to use. One of the things, the advantages of doing this, I found it's been very easy to grab and journal is because the pages are already really pretty and it makes the journaling or the creating of a page so much quicker and also less overwhelming. Whereas if you just look at a plain white page, that can seem very overwhelming to fill it, even though you don't have to fill the whole thing. But actually the hard work's already done for you. You've got your pages here. And I found it very easy to create in this. So I'm going to start at the start, and I realised that I haven't got anything in here, but I did want to add like a library card or something and do a start and an end, which I will do then I think when I've finished. But oh, I've got a loose little photo here. I'm not sure where that's come from, but I started seeing the year in 2023 with friends, and I've used the top of an envelope there, so I journaled about that. I've added some little fabric bits. I've tried to stick with a lot of junk in this journal as it is a junk journal. I have used some new bits and pieces as well, but a lot of what I've really enjoyed about this journal is the fact that it's very junky, and I've really enjoyed that. This was a page that I've taken out of another book and sewn down the side to give me these little flip pages, which I love. And again, just using loads and loads of, this is where that came from, using loads and loads of bits and pieces. I've got lots of baskets with junk and bits to use, and I've really enjoyed using bits and pieces. Lots and lots of texture in this. I've got some tissue paper here, I've got fabric here, lots and lots of bits and pieces, and I've tried to create lots of tabs as well. I really wanted this to feel like one of those journals that you see and you want to flip through, you want to touch everything. This was winter journaling, going for some winter walks. I made a little tag here. I've used some wool. I'm going to, I think, find that I find lots of bits and pieces to fix maybe during this. This was the top of a vellum envelope here, which I've used for my pocket there, and I love contrast, as you will see as well. This was some packaging here. This was, we went to Cinnabon, the receipts in there. I picked up this by the till. And then I've done my journaling here. This was on some Happy Mail, which I took off. And again, lots of layering of bits of tissue. This was off an old box that I'd been using to spray mist on. Telephone conversation with Louis there. And this was actually a photo that Louis sent me. I documented about it, how he cooked some ham with some friends and they all sat on the table at uni and had a ham dinner together. So I took the photo that he sent me and popped that in there because I wanted to document that. Louis' birthday was January, so I've documented his 21st. And on this side, this was a trip out. We found a new place in Basingstoke where we had some lunch, and we did a hot dog competition, Ada and I. Not a hot dog competition, but we were trying to find the best hot dogs. And we had some new luggage arrive as well. So I'm really pleased with this page. I like this a lot. It's really fun. Then we went to Manchester. This was it was a tag of some mugs from Anthropology that Holly bought us for Christmas several years ago, and I kept it. I knew I would use it, but I didn't know when. And actually we went to Manchester to visit Holly, and it seemed like the perfect chance to, as it's a Holly page, to use it. I made like a patchwork page using lots of different fabrics. I had some free samples from a magazine, so I kind of like patched them together. The bumblebee for Manchester, and I've got a little thing here with some photos from Holly's flat. And we went to the most amazing place for cakes, homemade cakes, and this was the bag that they came in, so I used that as well. And that's a little pocket there, and some food that we had out in Manchester, so the bag became a pocket. Doesn't that look cute? This is packaging as well. And then we had passion fruit martinis together with Holly and her boyfriend, and when I was decluttering we found some packaging of must have been some vodka, and on the packaging was a recipe for the passion fruit martini that I just happened to have kept, so that went on there as well. This was a chocolate wrapper that was one of Holly's dairy free, and it was saying that she's eating eggs again now, but milk products, she doesn't have milk products. This was some packaging for some rather expensive chocolate I got her at Christmas time. She kept the chocolate wrapper for me because anybody that knows that you love this kind of thing, they keep all their bits and pieces, and I used that. And I kept the bits and pieces from our hotel, and I did actually use the free fabric swatches that I had to put on there. I thought they went really well. There's another receipt there, another little bit of a glassine envelope. I love all the fabric, isn't it pretty? It just goes so well. Here we've got discussing Holly leaving Waitrose, just making sure they're staying in. She'd worked there for so long, and she left. She's worked there during school, and moving to Manchester, and she's just kept switching different Waitroses, but she's finally left and she's working elsewhere whilst at uni. Then we had, it was Mother's Day, and my birthday fell on Mother's Day, and we all went to one of my favourite places with family, Avebury, and I made some little tabs with little rainbows. My sister came over with little Dolly, my niece, and we made Dolly Parton cake, which was fun. So I've got lots of bits and pieces that pull out there. We decided we were going to move. Oh my goodness, that makes me feel funny. March the 26th, we had our first trip of Let's Go House Hunting. I kept the receipt there and documented the change that we were wanting to make. And then here we have got Louis visiting. I love vellum over pages. I love this map paper, and I didn't want to cover it up, so I've ended up journaling about him coming home from uni for Easter and popping that over the top. And look, isn't that pretty? Again, lots of old bits and pieces. This is Sassafras Lass, which I love, and I've been using up bits and pieces. This vellum was actually from a journal that somebody sent me as a gift, and I've used, I think somebody sent me a little note as well, and I've taken the corner off there. Stenciling, it was Poppy's birthday. Yeah, I've just had so much fun with these pages. I love that lace trim. As you will notice as well in this journal, there's lots of trimmings on the end, and we'll have a look properly when I close it up. This one I went out with friends for lunch. I took the little menu. There was some takeaway menus, so I took that. This one was Ada and I going house hunting again, and we found a place that we loved, Sherborne. It's about the lunch that we went to. I love a little pocket. This was supposed to go in here. There we go. I might actually pop a little paper clip in there, I think, because I think that's going to keep coming out about my lunch with friends. That's where I picked the receipt up. Let's pop that there. And then I've also got train tickets as well. Where did we go on the train? Oh, that was when I met Holly in London. I kept my train tickets there. So that's documented. And then this was going to Manchester again, and it was also Jubilee weekend. This was all packaging, and I've got a little homemade envelope there. It's just all come together so well. The little stickers are so cute. I found them in a charity shop. It was this book here, 99p. There's just so much in this that I can use in journaling. Always keep your eyes peeled, and look at those stickers. They're worth the 99p alone. I've used loads already, and there's still loads in there. But keep your eyes peeled for kids' sticker books. They're really handy. Lots of vellum. My drink came with this gorgeous bee straw, so Aid kept it. So this is all about visiting Holly. And we took my mum. This is leftover from my to-do list on my desk. I've taken, and this was June. No, it was May. It was my brother's stag weekend. I've used a big playing card there, and again using up lots and lots of bits and pieces, lots of papers, lots of die cuts, and I've documented the stag cruise. This was a sweet envelope that a lovely friend gave me, and I used a playing card again along with one of my own journaling cards to pop in there. Isn't that sweet? I'm so pleased with how this page came out. It was so sweet. I've used some gesso and lots of washi tape as well. I love this page, and I love that pom-pom trim. It was a gay wedding, so we needed lots and lots of rainbows. This weekend, this was a sad weekend. I haven't actually journaled it yet. This was when we lost Poppy, our little dog. So I haven't brought myself to journal it yet. We went to Windsor. We didn't want to see anyone, didn't want to speak to anyone, so we just kept ourselves to ourselves. We sat on a lawn in Windsor, in the Great Park, sat there for ages. We just didn't want to speak to anybody. Turned our phones off. We did have some brunch. I picked up the little card there. I haven't journaled on that either. And then we also just sat in the car for ages in the car park because we just couldn't face coming home. So I haven't journaled about that yet, but I know I need to. Let's just staple that on. But I will come back. I've got lots of space to journal. We also went to visit my family as well. But we hadn't told them, so it was just a quiet weekend, just trying to avoid people and conversations. I then fast forward onto my brother's stag do. This was just a few days later with my dad coming over, the wedding. So I've got lots of little bits and pieces here from when dad came. I collected the little Zoltar cards from the fortune teller. That was really fun. I've also used the packaging here from one of my kits as well. This is the actual wedding. Again, lots of rainbow bits and pieces here. I was really pleased with this page. Really fun. Then this one was a day with my dad, grave day. And every year when dad comes over, we have a day with us, as in myself, my sister and my brother and my dad, and we go to the family graves. He likes to visit his parents and his siblings. It's always a sad day. This day we changed it up a little bit, and we also went to our family home where we grew up. This was a junk page, and using bits and pieces that have been like gifted to me. I really enjoyed making this actually. There's some journaling in a little envelope and lots of scraps. This had this little tag was sent to me with a little invoice. This was gifted to me. This was taken off an envelope. Just loads and loads of little junky bits I've stamped in there. I really enjoyed making this page. This one was using my July kit, and I've documented about a family trip to Cotswold Wildlife Park. Had fun making that. I love the bright colours in this, and I love this new stencil that I used as well. One of my new stencils. That was good fun making that page. There was also a pocket, and I ended up not using the pocket. You don't always have to use things, do you? We had a really nice brunch in Newbury. I love the colours. This might be my favourite page of the whole journal so far, actually. It's just so my colours. I took, I think Ade went in to use the loo first. I went in to place an order with my dad, and then Ade and I had both picked up the little tea shop, what do you call them, the little loyalty cards, and I ended up using that one as a flip with a photo of myself and my dad and siblings, and then this one I've used to journal. There's a cute little teapot, and I've used this as photos with a little post-it note for the journaling on the back. There's a doily here which I've just stuck on just part of it to use as a pocket, and then photos have also become a space for journaling. Another little post-it. I'm really pleased with this one. I just think it's so cute. Very, very pretty, and some stenciling as well. And then on this page, I think this is my final page so far. This was then when we said goodbye to my dad. It was really, really sad. I've ended up, I loved this paper so much, I'm going to leave this be, and I added vellum over the top. So that's actually a vellum page, but I really liked it and I didn't want to go over it, so I've left it like that. But that is my journal so far. That takes us up to the 11th of July. And I've got, I guess this then will be for like July, maybe a little bit of August. And then I've got all this space for the rest of the year. I have to say, I think this is my favourite journal so far. Look at all that. I mean, that's halfway done. I'm so happy, but I do need to fix it. If you've ever had to go in and fix a journal, if you've got any tips, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. I guess I need to take the whole lot out and re-sew it. It's going to be so fiddly as it's so chunky now, but I guess it's better to do it before I add even more. It's going to be a lot harder then if that's really chunky as well. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with this journal. It makes me so happy. And like I said, having pages like this makes it feel so much less overwhelming. It really does. I will 100% make a journal like this again. I'm really enjoying it. But that's it. That's up to the 11th of July. And I have loved creating in this journal so much, and I can't wait to do the next 6 months. But thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know how you are doing with your weekly journaling or daily journaling or whatever type of journaling you're doing. And remember to not be so hard on yourself. It is only paper. Whatever you do is a plus. If you miss a few weeks, it's not the end of the world. Just do what you can do and enjoy what you're doing. And I promise you, you will look back and feel really happy that you've journaled what you have. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.